We're going to look at the use of traverse tables now. I'm not going to go through the basic use of them, that's fairly self-explanatory when you look at the notes. But what we're going to do now is calculate a DR position after we've been steaming for 24 hours on 3 different courses. So what's happening is we're going from noon to 4 o'clock at the course of 162 at 63 miles, 4 till 10:30 at 193 at 102 miles, 10:30 to noon the next day, 225 degrees at 206 miles. So 3 different courses and distances. I always think it's useful to do a very rough sketch to give you an idea of what's happening. So position A here at 12 o'clock, we've gone on a course of 162. Then we've gone on a course of 193 and lastly a course of 225. So what we do, we write these courses and distances down, and then what we wish to calculate using the traverse tables is our DLAT and our departure. DLAT of course is named north and south, departure east and west. Before you actually put the values in and looking them up, it's worth working out whether each one's going to be, if we're looking at DLAT, south or north. And we can see from all our 3 courses we're going in a southerly direction. So it's worth scoring through all the northerly ones so that when you come to look at the values in the table you don't write them in the wrong column. Do exactly the same for departure, and you can see in the first instance our course of 162 we're going in an easterly direction, so departure's east. However, in the next 2 courses of 193 and 225 they're westerly, or southwesterly, but the westerly nevertheless, so that gives us a departure west. So what we do, we go into the tables, 162 at 63 miles. So we go along at the top for our course 162, go down to 63 miles and we get a DLAT and departure, DLAT 59.9, departure 19.5, which we write in there. Then we get the other values. Now the 225 degrees, you'll find that you'll need to look at the bottom to find the 225, and when you use the course at the bottom, of course, again in dark print, departure and DLAT, you use them in that column order, okay? And you'll find, just coincidentally, at 45 degrees, of course, departure and DLAT are the same value as they are for every distance. So we get that at 145.7. What we now do, when we've got these values, we now work out our total DLAT and our total departure. Well, the total DLAT is straightforward because they're all southerly. Add them up, we get 305 south. For our DLAT departure, we've got 1 easterly and 2 westerly, so we add up the westerly and then we subtract the easterly from the westerly and we get the value, balancing value of 149.1 departure, and that's named west, of course, because the greater value was west. Our initial position was 43 degrees 50 north at 17 degrees 20 west that we're given. We know our DLAT, 305, which is 5 degrees 05, so we can find our latitude the next day, our DR latitude. We're going in a southerly direction, therefore we must subtract that DLAT from our northerly latitude, and that gives us a latitude, a DR the next day at 38 degrees 45 minutes north. What we now need to find is our mean latitude in order to find our D long, because we need the mean latitude value and the departure value to find our D long. Well, mean latitude, all you simply do is find the mean value between your 2 latitudes. In other words, apply half your DLAT to one or the other to get your mean lat, and we find it's 41 degrees 17.5. The formula departure is D long over cos mean lat. Well, we know departure, we know cos mean lat, therefore we need to find D long. We transpose the formula, and D long is departure divided by cos mean lat. The departure is 149.1, mean lat is 4117.5, therefore using your calculator you'll find that comes out to 198.5 west. Okay, it's west because our departure is west, and that transposes to 3 degrees 18.5. So then we apply 3 degrees 18.5 minutes, and it's westerly because we're going in a westerly direction, and we find that the answer is 20 degrees 38.5 minutes west. So that's how we find our DR latitude and longitude. We would simply look up the DLAT and departure from the traverse tables, make sure you name them right, north, south, east and west, get your final DLAT, your final departure, then you've got your new latitude, you can get your mean latitude, and then you use your departure and your mean latitude in order to calculate your D long. Then you transpose the D long into degrees and minutes, apply it to your DR longitude from the previous day, and then we've now got our DR latitude from the Traverse tables over a 24-hour steaming period where we used 3 different courses. Of course, you can use as many different courses as you want. You can go 6, 7 courses, different distances. It doesn't matter, you just simply put them in a tabular form and you can calculate the DR position the following day.